Hi, this is Jim Mann with Homestyle Southern Cooking. It's so nice to be back to see you today. Today I'm going to bring you a cake that I just call it my oatmeal, peanut butter and jelly, and banana plus so much more cake, and you'll see why when we make this cake. So let's get started on it because I've got a lot of ingredients I want to add and tell you about it. So first off, I'm going to mix my dry ingredients together, and I've got all-purpose flour here. So I'm going to take my all-purpose flour in a separate bowl, and I'm going to get out 1 cup. This cake is delicious, and you won't believe how many things I have in here. Okay, that's 1 cup of all-purpose flour. All right, and now I can set this out of my way. I'm going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of salt, which I'm just going to add that. I can set that out of my way. I've got 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and I've got 1 cup of oats, whole oats. I'm going to put those in there, and I'm just going to mix this around a little bit, just so to get these incorporated. This is a great cake that you can make for the fall of the year. I mean, it's just a great cake for the fall of the year. Okay, I've got those mixed up, and so I'm going to set those aside just for a second. Now I'm going to put my wet ingredients in. My wet ingredients, I've got 2 very, very ripe bananas, and you're saying, oh my goodness, they are ripe. But they're at the peak of their flavor when they get ripe like this. So I've got the 2 ripe bananas, and you can say, oh, they look horrible. No, they may look horrible, but the flavor in these bananas are unbelievable. Okay, there's 1. And here's the second one. A lot of people throw these bananas away when they get like this. If you like to bake, this is when they're at their best, when they're like that. All right, I got my 2 bananas in there. I've got 1/2 cup of yogurt, Greek yogurt. Now, if you wanted to use sour cream, you could use sour cream also, but I prefer the Greek yogurt. So I've got 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt in there. To that, I've got 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. We'll pour that in there. I also have 1/2 cup of my peanut butter. Now, this is just plain smooth, peanut butter. I have never tried crunchy. You might be able to do that. I just know have done that before. I've got 1 egg. This egg I'm going to take, and I'm going to beat it just a little bit before I put it in here. Put my 1 egg in here. Okay. And I'm going to mix this up a little bit. Let this blend up just a little bit. Boy, the peanut butter smells awesome, and the bananas. I want to make sure you got to get this really good incorporated, that the bananas all break down, and the peanut butter and everything is all broken down in here. See, I love peanut butter and banana sandwiches, so this just smells delicious to me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my spatula here, and I'm just going to scrape down the sides a little bit. Okay. I'm going to beat it one more time real lightly. Okay. Now, I've got 1/2 cup of raisins I'm going to put in here. And I'm going to turn this on just to incorporate them, not to really mix it. Okay. All right, now we'll get most of this batter off that I can get off here. Take my blade off. Set some of this stuff aside. I'm going to actually take my my bowl off here. I'm gonna scrape down my sides. Then I'm gonna go back for my dry ingredients. Now I'm gonna add my dry ingredients a little bit at a time. As you see, this has peanut butter, it has oatmeal, it has yogurt, it has raisins, it has bananas, and we're still not finished yet. So it's an incredible cake to fix. My oven's set on 375, and this is going to bake for about 30 minutes. And at the end of 30 minutes, I'm going to open the oven and put a piece of aluminum foil on top of it, because I don't want the top to get too brown. And then I will continue baking it probably for another 30 minutes or until the toothpick comes out of the middle clean. I'm going to prepare a 9 by 5 pan to put this in. Okay, like I said, I don't want to overmix this, but as you can see right here, it's nice and incorporated. You can see all the wonderful things that are in here. Okay. I've got my 9 by 5 pan here, and now I'm going to really spray it really good. And you know how I love to put my piece of parchment paper in the middle and the bottom. I'll put my parchment paper in the bottom as always. That way it comes out so much easier. And I still spray that too. Okay. Now I'm going to just take my batter and I'm going to fold it right into my cake pan here. Yum, there's so much good stuff going in here. Standing right here, the peanut butter just smells awesome. And you know, like I said, I never have tried crunchy peanut butter. And to be honest with you, I prefer crunchy peanut butter. If I'm fixing a sandwich, which I eat peanut butter at least, it seems like almost once every day, I prefer crunchy peanut butter. Okay, I'm going to press this out to the corners. We get this all evenly distributed in my pan here. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Pop it a little bit, move it around a little bit. Now, I've got some mini chocolate chips. I'm going to take some mini chocolate chips and put on the top of this. And I want to cover it pretty thickly on the top. Okay, like I said, this has a little bit of everything in it. So now I'm going to put this in my oven, like I said, for 30 minutes and let it bake at 375. And at the end of 30 minutes, I'm going to put a piece of foil on it, bake it for another 30 minutes, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, our oatmeal, peanut butter, banana, plus so much more cake is out of the oven, and it turned out beautiful. It just looks beautiful, and it smells divine. And it's been cooling now for about a half an hour. So I'm just going to cut this end off right here, and just slice it open so you can see what it looks like inside. And look at there. Look at that, all the raisins, all the good stuff that's in there. This is cake truly for all seasons. You have so many things in there, from the bananas to the chocolate chips to raisins, you know, to oatmeal I mean, there's so many things in this cake, and they're all make it delicious. I hope you'll try this and let me know what you think about it. It'd be a great cake to have in the fall. Thank you so much for following me on Facebook and subscribing to me on YouTube. I had a fun time bringing this to you, and I've got so many more that I want to bring you in the next couple of weeks. Fun things that you can make for the upcoming holidays. This is Jim saying I'm thinking about you. Thank you for your support. You're not only my friends and my family, but you're my lifeline. So until next time, give yourself a great big hug. Know that I'm thinking about you, and God bless.